First and foremost, I would like to greet our production and operation management lecturer, which is Dr. Mawaddah binti Muhammad. So, this assignment, as we know, is about service quality SERVQUAL of UUM library, and hence we chose UUM library for our SERVQUAL assignment. We consist of 4 members, which myself, Tarandeep Singh, Selvan, Karthikan, and Karthikan Subramaniam. Next, Mr. Selvan will talk to us over shows and discuss to us about the background of the UUM library.
Okay, hi, my name is Selvan. My license number is 264869. Okay, my part is background of the UUM library. Okay, library. Everyone know what is library is. Library is a building or place that offers many types of service, assistance, store, asset of collection reading materials and research materials. Besides that, it provides many useful things, including the aspects of the public library to the digital and more advanced library. Library are comprehensive and categorized into 3 types. There is readers, namely public all ages, background to learn and accomplish. Therefore, University Utara Malaysia is one of the established that provide both undergraduates and postgraduate with academic library. We are going to see about the background of Sultanah Bahia Library. It's named after the late Sultanah Kedah. UUM Sintok campus and begin offering collection and service primary and exclusive based on the academic needs of the students. The facilities provided by the PBS are highly stimulate stronger educational, instructive activities, creative learning, and more other. For example, providing a general study area, regular learning, personal care for the privacy and comfortable reading area. That's all.
My name is Karthikan Subramaniam, and I'll be talking about the definition of SERVQUAL. So, the service quality, or also known as SERVQUAL, is the difference that has been characterized between the customer's expectation, the desire of the service, and also the perceived service. It can be also used to be determine the everyday service quality provided by the service company to a customer. By delivering the assistance and service to the customer, companies should also target to surpass the customer's expectation on a regular basis. The SERVQUAL model was used to be constructed from 10 different dimensions of service quality, but then it was narrowed down to 5 dimensions since some of the criteria were overlapping. So the 5 new dimensions is known as tangibles, reliability, responsiveness, assurance, and empathy. In our group project, we have chosen 3 dimensions, which is tangibles, reliability, and responsiveness. Next, I will be talking about the demographic characteristics of the respondents. So, from this survey and the questionnaire that we have handed out to the students, we had a total of 40 respondents, and in the survey we had separated the characteristics into gender, race, the semester that the respondents are currently in, the frequency of visit, and also the purpose of visit. So, from the analysis of our respondent, when we are looking at the characteristic of gender, we have almost 26 male respondents, which is 65% of the total respondents, and we also have 14 female respondents. On the characteristics of race, we have found out that the Malays, there are 11 respondents, the Chinese, there are 5 respondents, and the highest respondent is Indians with a total of 22 respondents, which is almost 55%, and the others were 2 respondents. When we are looking at the semester, there is a high volume of first semester and second semester students with a total of 28 respondents, which is almost 70% of the total respondents. And the next is followed by the semester 3 and semester 4 students, which is a total of 9 respondents, and semester 5 and 6 students were having 3 respondents in total. Next, we have asked the respondents of their number of visits to the library, and 2 of the respondents have never visited the library. 12 respondents have seldomly visited the library, and another 12 has also visited the library frequently. But the highest number of total respondents is the one who visit library occasionally, which is almost 32.5%. Also, we have asked the respondents for their purpose of visit, and we have found out that 7 respondents are using the library to use the computer, 10 respondents are using the library to find books, and 21 respondents are using the library to study alone, and almost 21 respondents are also using the library to get help with their assignments, and the highest is the number of respondents who use the library for study group, which is almost 27 respondents, which is also equals to 67% of the total respondents.
Okay, for this part, I'll be speaking about the analysis of the assignment, which is responsiveness. The first analysis, responsiveness is willingness of service provider to help the customers and provide a good service to the customers. For this responsiveness, we choose customer service. In our questionnaire, there are 4 questions, which are library staff treats me fairly and without discrimination. Library staffs are friendly. Library staffs are professional in their dealings with me. Library staff are difficult to approach. We can see that the first 3 questionnaires, most of the respondents are satisfied and very satisfied with this questionnaire. But lastly, we want to see mainly on the 4th one, which library staff are difficult to approach. So we can conclude that the UUM library may have lack of staff, or the respondents or students felt that it's very hard to approach the library staffs. Maybe because the UUM library in the customer service part did not have enough staff to attain or to help out the students, therefore students felt left out. Next, we can see the mode for first questionnaire is satisfied, where all 3 questions are satisfied. We can see the percentage also from these questions, like the first statement, we can see a total of 15 or 37.5 of the respondents are very satisfied. However, there's 1% which is not satisfied. So we'll move on to the next slide, which is tangible. Tangible refers to a thing or object that a person can clearly see in the present. So we can conclude that tangible in the UUM library is facilities provided. That's what we mainly focus on. So there are 3 questions for this part, which computers and electronics equipment are accessible in the library. Group studies area are adequate. Library space is adequate and clean. For this questionnaire, we can see that most of the respondents are very satisfied and satisfied with all 3 this question. However, the group studies area has the most number of very dissatisfied and dissatisfied respondents, which is a total of 9 students. This may happen if the group studies area are full of students and those students can't actually use the group study area to perform group studies. And sometimes during the exam week, the final exam, usually the group study areas are compact, and after students use that study areas, they don't clean out, they just leave the books on the table. Therefore, we can see 9 respondents with dissatisfied and very, very dissatisfied with this question. Next, we'll go to the third question, which is the third analysis, which is reliability, which is referring to the ability to perform the service as promised accurately and dependably. We'll focus on the resources. Basically, a library main purpose is to provide study material and resources. So in this questionnaire, there are 3 questions, which resources are current and relevant, resources are easy to find, borrowing resources or book policies and procedures are clearly stated. So for the first questionnaire, we can see that most of the respondents are satisfied that the resources provided by the UUM library are current and relevant. Secondly, resources are easy to find. And thirdly, many of the respondents, which a total of 20 to be exact, equivalent to 50%, respondents agree and are satisfied that the borrowing resources or book policies and procedures are clearly stated. That means you can see that in order to borrow a book in the UUM library or to borrow study materials, it is easy for the students to acquire it and get it done quickly because the procedures are clearly stated, and there is also a fine if you don't actually give the book back in time, and you can face a little bit of severe consequences, like in the future you can't borrow a book anymore. So yeah, those three is the analysis we choose for our assignment, which are, to say it again, responsiveness, tangible, and also reliability. These three analyses is mainly, there are five, but we choose only three because we want to get an accurate analysis on the SERVQUAL or service quality provided by the UUM library. Hence, that's all for my part.
My second part is the fishbone analysis. Fishbone diagram or Ishwaka diagram is a cause and effect diagram that helps to managers to track down the reasons for the impression variation of defects and or failures. Okay. By looking this fishbone, we are related to the UUM library. There are five parts, that is machine, method, materials, measurements, and environment. Okay, the fishbone. First, materials. Materials are about insufficient of book shelves and lack resources of materials. Besides that, it have lack of motivations to the students. For measurement, over the library staff and lack of supervision. Method, fine report, lack of staff training and quality surveying. Machines, voltage system, barcode error, power breakout. Environment, uncomfortable seat and table, crowded and noisy study place. This is a main causes and effect in UUM library. Due to this tall volume of circulation, many documents have been recorded every day. This makes overwhelming work to be completed by only constrained number of the full-time curators and part-time understudies labors of the universities. The methodology and the framework will provide an organized system of quality control and quality affirmation concerning the library benefit forms. Offensive, make strides, quality benefit, accumulate roster, and both the time and translative understood labels, and make quality training framework to all the representative. Besides that, students are regularly disappointed around because they are not getting the books on time. We propose a straightforward to check the sheet to gather all the histogram and analyze the records of the books. It may save the students time and saves work area. The achievement of most quality measures will be subsequently. This made the assessment of demanding the number of misplaced books in a comprehensive way. We propose check sheets and control charts to be controlled, the method, and a basic examining arrangements to the screen of the rhythm. Last, hence the degree diverse measurement of the library benefit by the person benefits forms and suggest instrument and technique. In like manner, for cases, the benefit quality of a library reserves work area is measured by comparing the number of books asked and the number of the books are not available. Considering the shelf prepare, benefit quality is measured by deciding the indicated rate of the shelf book and is observed through the utilize of control charts. Considering the preparing of the student specialists, we recommend preparing module in arrange to move forward the benefit reliability dimension of benefit quality. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Karthigesan, metric number is 272419. So I'll be presenting about recommendations and conclusions of our project. So first of all, let's see our recommendations. What we recommend in our project is UUM library. The executive should ought to improve the client fulfillments by giving the most forward-thinking, significant, and current wellsprings data administration that meet each client's needs. uh, However, about any activity hour or like opening hours or book subtitles or methodology to book a room in the library should be updated so that it will be simple for everybody, particular for the new clients. And all library staffs from top administration and to front desk area staffs should improve their method to treat the clients in a well manner and improve the staff's aura. Staffs need to give a decent deception and support non-verbal communication, utilizing fitting voice tones, sleek garments, perception, and proper hearing for the client so that the client feel good in the library. And the top administration need to give enough staff close by to satisfy clients' needs. Besides, legitimate consideration ought to be given to offering types of assistance, for example, like book getting administration, end of week library administrations, initiation of light library, so that the clients will be comfortable to use the library. And the UUM library staff must give away from how to acquire books, particular from for new understudy, with the goal that they will have more enthusiasm to rehearse book obtaining. Activity hour, or let's say opening hours, may be longer. Maybe they can make it longer since each understudy consistently battles to get their book in the library since it generally conflicts with their group hour. UUM library must ensure all gear is in acceptable condition. Where harmed gear can make minor or individual injury, understudies or staffs if the hardware isn't appropriately kept up. Library hardware, for example, seats, work areas, shelves are to consistently be in acceptable condition. Hardware that not in a decent condition ought to be kept in isolated space so that it can maintain a strategic distance from different clients from utilize the messed up gear. It can be critical to ensure that all clients can utilize everything gave in the library securely. So let's go to our conclusion of our project. So in our project, we have three main discussion of this service quality assignment, which based on three factors, which are customer service, facilities, and also the resources. Based on the three factors, we can see the most of the respondents are satisfied with the customer service provided by the library staffs, and hence the mean recorded was 3.68 and the mode is satisfied. Next, for facilities is being provided by the library to the students and patrons, such as group study area, and also computer and electronic devices are also up to date. For this discussion, many of the respondents are satisfied with the facilities provided by the UUM library, and the mean recorded is 3.642 and the mode is satisfied. Lastly, the resources have also a high number of satisfied users, which means that the library provides resources that are relevant and also the resources in the library are easy to find. Therefore, the mean recorded for the resources is 3.833 and the mode is satisfied too as well. This indicated that the respondents, which are the students and patrons, that visits the UUM library are very happy with the customer service facilities and the resources they provided in the library. Moreover, the fishbone analysis is being used to which have 5 factors affecting it, which are method, measurement, environment, materials, and lastly machine. From the fishbone analysis, we can conclude that the library faces some problems, but there are also ways to solve it, such as motivating the staffs and also make the library more comfortable for the students and patrons. By using the fishbone analysis, the people and the party in charge in the library can increase its performance and can ensure that a library is satisfied to everyone's need. Finally, we can see that this service quality project we use 3 dimensions which are tangible for facilities, responsiveness for customer service, and lastly reliability for resources provided by the library. So that's all from me. Thank you.